Hey everybody, I am back to do a little bit more practice with short word form. It is a very tricky skill, so don't get frustrated. It takes a little bit of practice. The first thing I want to show you here is a zeros chart. I would recommend making one of these. You can see I just took an index card and I cut it in half, and I just stacked my numbers with place values. So this was the ones place, the tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000s place, and 100,000s place. And then I made an example of each one so I see how many zeros are in each of the number. Then you can go back and refer to this chart when doing these, and it makes it a lot easier not to mess up on your zeros. You may even want to write the number of zeros out, next to it like this to help you remember even better. So having a little chart like this that you can just hold on to is really helpful, and then when you're done using it for practice, you can just tape it into your math notebook and have it there if you ever have a review problem. Okay, so the thing that we are going to do to practice the short word form is the first thing I'm going to recommend is you use lined paper, and I'm going to then recommend that you turn your lined paper so that it is horizontal, lying the sideways, because we're going to use the columns on this lined paper to help us stay organized. So I'm going to put my zeros chart here to help me. So what we're doing is we're adding these numbers together to get a number in standard form. So the first one is 210 hundreds plus 20 tens plus 4 ones. So I'm going to first copy down the number 210, and you can see that I used a row for each one of the numbers, and then I'm going to tack on the zeros. So I'm dealing with hundreds here, and I know on my chart, and I also know in my head that there are 2 zeros in hundreds, so I'm going to add that to the end. Once I get done doing that one, I like to put a little check mark over it because I don't want to forget one of the numbers to stack up. The next one is 20 tens. Any number that ends in a zero before you add the zeros, they're trying to trick you on, okay? So you need to remember not to count this zero as the one we're going to add for tens. At this point, after the first number that I write, I like to go in backwards order from the ones place so that I can keep my zeros lined up. So for example, if I have 20 tens, I know that first I'm going to be adding 1 0 for the tens, and then I'm going to go ahead and write my 20 in front of that. By writing it backwards like that, I'm able to keep all the place values lined up a little bit easier. The next one is 4 ones. That's easy. There's no zeros and ones, so I'm going to put that there. Now I've got all my numbers down, and I'm going to just turn it into an addition sentence. So then I'm going to draw my line and stack it up. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, comma. So my answer for this problem in standard form is 21,204. Okay, so just check your work. If you got that one wrong when you were practicing on your own, just go back and compare your work to mine and see where maybe you messed up. Maybe you didn't have a zeros chart. So maybe if you make that, you can pause the video here and go on and try the rest. Okay, the next problem is a little bit more complicated. You can see we have 900 thousands plus 18 10,000s plus 9,000s plus 89 tens plus 2 ones. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the 500,000. Since that's the first one, I can just go ahead. 100,000s, I can see 100,000s have 5 zeros. So I copied my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I'm going to put my check mark. 18 10,000. So I'm going to be adding 4 zeros to this number. So I'm going to do it backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to go back and add that 18 in the front of it. Check mark that off. Next one I have is 9,000s. For thousands, we add 3 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to add that 9 up front. Check mark. 89 tens. For tens, we're going to add 1 0. So put my 0, add my 89 in front of it, check mark, and 2 ones in the ones place. Okay, now I'm going to add them up. Okay, easy schmeezy, and then I'm going to do my commas. 1, 2, 3, comma. So my answer for this problem in standard form is 689,892. So, and again, I like to circle just to make sure that my answer is clear. Okay. Hope you're kind of getting the hang of it. Here is my next problem. 15 thousands, 22 hundreds, and 8 ones. Okay, so I'm going to start with 15 thousands. I know for thousands, I'm going to be adding 3 zeros. So I'm going to copy 15 and put 3 zeros. Check mark. Next one is 22 hundreds. For hundreds, we add 2 zeros. So I'm going to put 1, 2, and then I'm going to put the 22 in front of it. Check mark. 8 ones, that's easy. Goes in the ones place, no zeros. Then we're going to add all these up. 8, 0, 2, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, comma. So my number in standard form is now 17,208. And again, I would circle that. It's just hard when I'm holding the camera with one hand. Okay, going over to this one, number 4. 200 thousands, 39 ten thousands, plus 10 thousands, plus 9 hundreds, plus 290 tens. Okay, so the first one is 200 thousands. So 100 thousands has 5 zeros. So I'm going to put 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check mark, did that one. Next one is 39 ten thousands. So 10 thousands has 4 zeros. So I'm going to go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put the 39 in front. Check mark. Well, it kind of goes with that, so I'll put another check mark. The next one is 10 thousands. Thousands has 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to add my 10. Remember, don't count the 0 here as one of the zeros you add. So you should actually have 4 zeros because we're using the 0 that was here already, plus the 3 for thousands place. Check mark. 9 hundreds, which is 2 zeros. Add my 9. And 290 tens. So tens has 1 0, and then I'm going to put 290 in. Okay, I'm going to add them up. Sorry, it's getting hard with one hand. 0, 0, 18, carry my 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 9 plus 1 is 10, carry my 1. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus the 1 is 6. 1, 2, 3, comma. So in standard form, that number is 603,800. Okay. Last one from our practice problems is 45 ones plus 80 ten thousands plus 24 tens plus 1,300 thousands. Okay. First one, 45 ones. So I'm going to write this over here a little bit because it's in the ones place. So I know this 5 is in the ones place, and I want to allow room for some of these bigger numbers that are coming. So I slid that over a little on my paper. The next one is 80 ten thousands. So for 10 thousands, I'm going to add 4 zeros, and I have to start in the ones place. Ones place, and I'm going to add the 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to put the 80 in front. So, oops, I got that, and I got that. Next one is 24 tens. Tens, we add 1 0, put the 24 in front, check mark. Next one, 1,300 thousands. 100 thousands is 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to add the 13. See how this one is all mixed up? They like to do that. They think that's going to fool you, but it's not going to fool us because we're just going to remain calm and just do them one thing at a time. And if you use the lines on lined paper, it really does help keep your columns straight. Okay, so don't freak out if they're out of order. It is okay. We're going to add everything together, and it's really not going to matter. So then add 2, 0, 0, 11, and carry the 1 and 2. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, this one's a big one. That's a 0, not a 6. Okay, and so it is 2,100,285. There we go. That was our last problem. So hopefully your work matched mine. If it didn't, try to go back and see where any mistakes were. Feel free to bring any questions that you have to me. And I hope that this little practice helped. Let me know if I can help you in any other way. Thanks. Bye.